Well, hello, everybody. I know I haven't been around at noon, have I? That's because I'm at the beach at Pacific City. So I thought I'd give you a little tour of our beach where we are and tell you a little family history about the place. And also, I'm going to show you a story on beach grass that will make you go, what in the hell is going on? Because it's so stupid and so crazy. Yeah, what the county, Tillamook County, is asking us to do, or telling us we have to do, which is just absolutely crazy. So anyway, this is our house, right there, this little shack thing. So that's, my parents bought this house when I was about 10. So it's probably, we've probably been here 48 years or so. I mean, we're having a little difficulty with the, there. Okay, hi Randy. So I think we have a signal here. This is a little hard because Verizon signal's not down here. But anyway, my parents purchased this house when probably close to 50 years ago. It was a single layer because at the time you couldn't have it on the beach side of the, and so you had to. It is really having a hard time keeping a signal on here. Maybe. Okay, so we're going to go off just Verizon and see if that'll work. So anyway, so this is Pacific City, and actually Pacific City is about a mile away. This is Cape Kiwanda, which is about a mile down. It's where the boat ramp is, down on the beach, all that kind of stuff. And when we came, we used to come down here when I was a kid. I'll show you over here. There was nothing. So that is what it is now. There's like, that's the Pelican Pub brewery, and they've changed the entire town, but there's more. I'll show you. So anyway, that's the beachfront. That's the motel they put in, which has changed everything. Okay, and then that's a cute little dog. And a nice lady. Well, there, you're live, puppy. Yogi. So be happy, okay?
Hey, Yogi.
Is that Yogi?
That's Yogi.
Hi, Yogi. Hi, Yogi. How are you? Has Yogi seen the rabbits?
Oh, every day. That's why he's on a leash.
They hide under my car. Okay, so there is, that's the hotel, but look, I'll show you what they're doing now. So this used to be nothing. There was none of this was here, not a bit of it. And there is the ocean, right down there. But I gotta show you this. So they're putting in a new hotel. And this is like a shishi hotel. So that's their hotel over there. I will show you this. People down here aren't used to me walking around with this thing, so it's going to be a little people. But look at this parking lot. So here's the new hotel. I'll show you. That's the pub. Look at that thing. It's huge. So it's going to have in that second floor up there, like right up in there. That's going to be a restaurant and then a bar on this end, and then this is like a spa. And then those are new rooms going in. And it sits right there on the cape, like that. So this used to be, when I was a kid, this building was a vacant pizza parlor, sat vacant for like 20 years. Nothing was there. It was a piece of crap. And then they had a little shop, a little bike shop in there. And they used to rent bikes out of it. And then the people who built the Pelican Pub came in, and they just changed the entire community. There used to be a little bar right over there, a really tacky thing called the Sunset Bay, and it had Naga Heights seats on it. And we'd go over there because we didn't have TV in our house when we first got it. And so for years, my parents didn't have any television, which I really liked. And then they finally put a TV in it, and it kind of ruined everything. But they had no TV in there, so we'd go, if there was a game, we'd go sit up in this hotel, this trashy little Sunset Bay. I think it was called Sunset Bay, and we would. That's where we'd watch our TV shows. So here's Pacific City. Or this is Cape Kiwanda, and it's always busy now, all the time. Nothing. I mean, you can't. There's no peace of quiet. We used to be like in the middle of nowhere. Nobody would come out here, and now it is just like a. In the summertime, this coming weekend, it'll be packed. There will be cars all over our driveway, all over our street. This is where they make their beer. That's the Pelican. So this used to be nothing here. And but I gotta show you something really funny. This is like this one, you know, and it's great because the Pelican came in and changed everything, made our property values go up, and it's a cool place, but it's also brought in lots of crap. So I want to show you something. I'm going to show you this Dune Grass project. How are you? Your guys' Dune Grass is really taking off.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Huh?
Yeah. So Tillamook County, here's what happens. I'm going to show you what we do. So here, hey Rick, how are you, man? So look at this. So here is what happens every single year. So in front of our houses, sand builds up. I'll show you. Like that. So it builds up on the front like this. And for the last 45 years, we have bulldozed that sand out every year, and then Mother Nature throws it back in, and then we bulldoze it back out, and then she throws it back in. Our house is that one right there. So from our bottom story, you can't see out the window anymore. You can't see anything. And so this year, Tillamook County has decided that in order for us to move the sand, we have to move it and then agree to plant an invasive species called European dune grass. And this is what they want us to do. I'll show you. Because the Pelican Pub, see, they have the same problem. So they have this little mound of sand out here. And they have planted their little dune grass. And as you can see, it doesn't work worth a crap. So that's the dune grass they want us to plant because they think it's going to stabilize the sand so that the dune will just stay there and it won't get any higher. Now here's the funny part of or really actually the stupidest part of the whole thing is, we did this probably 15, 20 years ago, just like they told us to, planted the sand or the dune grass in there, and it's really expensive to do. And we planted all the grass in there, and look, none of it's left. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It looks like that. And the biggest problem is we can't move our sand unless we agree to do it. And the county's not listening. They don't pay attention. And here's the funniest part. This is European dune grass. So it's actually an invasive species. It's not native to here. It's obviously not sustainable. It doesn't work. And down south in Florence, this very same grass is become a noxious weed and is destroying the dunes. So it's eating up the very dunes that people are thinking we're supposed to be protecting. So the county's asking us to put an invasive species in our yard and doesn't even communicate with, I guess, with the Southern Oregon, people down in Florence, because down there this has become a huge problem. So here we're forced to put it in, and down there it's not even working. So yeah, your government at work. So I don't know all the details of it because my sister's the one who's fighting it. She's in court. She's the one going to all the neighbors on this front path right here, like that, have hired an attorney to go in and look at it and see what they can do about it, because otherwise we can't move any of that sand at all. And then you can see way down there that there's dune grass is taken over down there on the other end. So anyway, that is the craziest thing that's going on. So anyway, that's Cape Kiwanda. I'll show you here. This is the dune when I was a kid. See that dune right there? You climb up that dune, and then you can walk out on the cape. They have fences up there that they don't want you out there, but you can still climb up there if you want to. But yeah, it's a cool place. Lots of good memories here for my family and our kids and everything like that. But it's also become very overgrown. And like I said, it's like anything in Oregon. It's kind of a double-edged sword, because it's great to have the development here. It brings more people here. It provides more jobs for the economy. It gives people things, a lot of money into the community here. But you've also got a competing interests because you've got fishermen versus surfers. You can see all the surfers out there, and you know they're all trying to use this. And there's little disputes that pop up here and there. So yeah, and I think the pub and the Pelican has done a lot for the community and a lot for Pacific City, but it is kind of sad when you see more and more development coming in and you're going, oh my God. Yeah, that used to be a dune. Now it's becoming a major center for people to stay. But anyway, this Dune Grass thing is absolutely hilarious. So this is what the pub had to do in order to meet the county standards, so that they could move the sand down a little bit so they can still have a view. And the stupidest thing is, you guys, that sand, we have been moving it for close to 50 years, and all the neighbors get together. We've got a bulldozer and you push it out. As you can see, there's nothing there. I mean, it's not like it's snowy plover habitat or anything's in there, you know, growing or doing anything. But for some reason, after many years, the county's decided that we have to abide by their rules, and we told them. We did this 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, and they don't listen. They don't, I guess they don't care. I guess for them it's a rule. You know how government can be. It's a rule, so you have to live by the rule, and they don't take into consideration anything. Hope your sister and neighbors can make the idiots in government understand how not to tear apart our state. Florence story is a joke and very sad, and I'm sad on how nuts they are that has grown. I know, Tanya, it is nuts. Because I think you're from down there, you're the one who notified me, and I've known this. I covered the story in Florence. The European dune grass is an invasive species, and it's taken over the dunes in Florence. And now that very same dune grass is being told we have to plant it here. I mean, good God, are you listening, people? You know, I mean, do you understand what you're doing here? Maybe the county here ought to call the county in Lane County and find out what's going on down there with vegetation control and how bad it is, because obviously they're not crossing fingers and understanding. And again, I'm not intimately involved with this, but I did ask my sister, and she said, yeah, it is the European dune grass, and that's the same stuff in Florence that is an invasive species, unless there's another brand of it I don't know about. But I'll tell you what, it's eaten up the natural dunes in Florence and in central and southern Oregon on the beaches, and now we're being required to put it in here. What kind of sense does that make? I don't get it. But anyway, so yeah, we got a little reprieve from your heat that you guys are dealing with over there. We got a little bit of cloudy skies here today, and it's supposed to be sunnier as the week goes on, but you guys are going to get some real hot weather over there. So anyway, just thought I'd show you where we are, kind of show you the coast. It's a real quiet day out here today. This is the first day that beach has not been populated with hundreds and hundreds of cars. I mean, it's been 5 deep for most of the week, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? A nice reprieve from the stuff that's going on. Well, anyway, I am gonna go back into the house to see my wife, and I just thought I'd come out and talk to you for a few minutes and make sure that you know we're still here, we're still alive. And anyway, so take this, post it on your page. If you know somebody who's a Tillamook County Commissioner, be sure and share it. I'd love to hear from them. And you might share it with some of your friends in down south too, because obviously something's going on here. Lack of communication. This is Cape Kiwanda. Yeah, Ron, that actually that's my face. That's not Cape Kiwanda. See that house right there? That's our house. My family's home. We've had that since we were like probably close to 50 years. So that's the family house, and we're right on the beachfront here, which I wouldn't recommend anybody ever do again, because lots of damage, lots of stuff goes on with that. But I'll show you. That is Cape Kiwanda right there. And then that is Little Haystack Rock, because Big Haystack Rock is in Cannon Beach. So that's the Little Haystack Rock. And this is the home of the dory fleet. So what happens is, a dory is a flat bottom boat. And this is the only place on the Pacific coast that they launch those boats right off the beach. So they just take them right off down there, and they just launch them right out, and then they come back in. So they just drive their boats right back in on the sand, and then onto their trailers, and then they haul them off. So there's no real harbor here. That cape provides a natural harbor that people can use. It's super cool. It's a really fun place. It's a nice beach. Like I said, there's the Pelican. They have good beer, but I'll just give you a little tip. You can buy a 6-pack of Pelican beer at Winco for $7.80, and here for a 20-ouncer, you'll pay $7.50. We still do it because we like Dave the bartender in there, but you're paying for the view, and to sit out there at night, we sit out there on the little deck and have one beer, and then we go down to the Sporty, which is down, or the Ore House, and they have regular price beer, like $4 for a beer. So it's a lot cheaper. But yeah, like I said, I'm not dissing them. They're good people, just a little more expensive than what we want. And there's lots of fun places around here to go and eat and stuff like that. But that is a great place to just sit out on the porch and have a beer and do your thing. A lot of paddle boarding down here. I wonder if I can show you that. Let me see if I can zoom in on that guy. No, it's not gonna let me. Sorry, it's not gonna let me go. Hey Ron, and any of you guys, if you do want to come down here, my family rents out their house, and it's really inexpensive. I mean, it's a hell of a deal. So it's that third house over, 1, 2, 3, and sleeps 8. And I don't know what Judy rents it for. I can't remember. But it's only like $125 a night, and then you have a cleaning fee. So it's pretty inexpensive and not bad at all. So that's kind of how it goes. Boy, that's a new car. Look at this. Is that a Rambler? What is it?
Studebaker.
A Studebaker. Look at this guy. That is so awesome. I think he was offended that I called it a Rambler. Oh well. Okay, so I'll give you one more shot of the house on the backside. And yeah, just we have a page, Dancers, what is it called? Dancers Family Beach Cabin or something like that. And you can go on there and ask for my sister, and she can rent it to you. Hold on here. I'll show you. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting there. There's my car. Yeah, some lady in the parking lot yesterday backed out and ran into my car. Okay, so that's the house. Right there. Has a dormitory here where kids can sleep, has a double bed and some bunk beds. And then there's this room in here has a fireplace, and it's a bedroom and kitchen, bathroom, and then upstairs there's a master suite, and there is a family room up there. But look at this. Look what this lady did. She backs out and she backs into my car. So now I get to go find another one of those. And then she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, I guess that's a parking lot accident." Great. So anyway, all right, you guys, so I got to go. But anyway, take this, put it on your page. If you know a county commissioner, and tell them to throw it on their page as well. I would love that. Okay. All right. Have a good week. I'll probably talk to you later on this week. See you later. Bye.